Now, I don't know what it is, but if you look closely, you can see that this face on Frieza is damn near perfect. I don't know what it is about capturing ugly people, but Bandai America does it pretty well. What the heck is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review for you guys. And as you can see, this time we're going to be taking a look at the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star Series Golden Frieza. And I'm not going to lie, just from looking at this figure in the package, it looks like it's going to be pretty promising. I like the first Frieza, so I'm expecting to like this one. Now let's dive right into it. Now, starting off with that sexy packaging, as you guys can see, we got Dragon Ball Super right there, Dragon Star Series right there, Golden Frieza at the bottom with the window packaging of Frieza looking nice with that kale thick leg in there, of course. On the side, you got an image of Golden Frieza looking menacing as usual. Dragon Star Series at the top, nothing special. At the bottom, Dragon Ball Super, nothing going on this side. And then on the back, of course, you got the rest of the figures of the wave. There's Goku, who I will review later. Gohan, who I've already reviewed. Check that out if you hadn't already. The rest of the figures in the wave for the Build-A-Figure. And at the bottom, you got nothing. So sexy packaging, like I said, the same thing that we always see. Now let's go ahead and cut this figure out because I'm kind of eager to check this one out. Now, straight out of the packaging, I just got to say this guy is looking pretty promising. Dragon Stars did a fantastic job with this figure as far as paint and sculpt. Now, we don't know about articulation, but articulation is looking pretty nice too. Of course, I'll get into that a little bit later, but man, it's looking nice, man. That face looks really good. I don't know what they did for the eyes, but this is what they need to do with the Saiyan eyes. The smile looks perfect. The nose, the golden on the body, the sculpt, like, man, this is, and the feet are horrible. I'm just gonna go ahead and come out and say that right now. Look, oh man, those feet look, ugh, those look horrible. But that's another story. But otherwise, man. They did a good job. And as you guys can see, the tail came out. I was trying to make him stand up so I could show him off, and I found out that the tail could come off accidentally. So yeah, there's some information for you guys that don't know. The tail does come off. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and put this guy back so I can show you how tall he stands. Now, Frieza-sama stands literally right at 5.5 inches, which is taller than the SH figure art. So I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. If you want him to fit the same way that the SH figure arts Frieza does, it's not going to fit like that. But I do have the original, and I posed it in figures with some of the SH figure arts, and honestly, it looked great with them as long as you pose them correctly. But of course, I'll show some photos at the end of the video, and I will be posting more on my Instagram. Moving right along to the articulation. Now, articulation wise, he looks up that much, which is really good compared to the fact most figures from this line don't get any kind of looking up at all. He looks down about that much, but because of the fact his eyes are painted this way, it's still going to look like he's forward even when you tilt his head down. You get no range of movement out of this neck at all. Although it looks like it, you really don't. Now, the arms go up about that much, of course. They can go all the way around. He does have a swivel right there, double jointed elbows, which work really well. Hands are on a ball peg, so you can move him around just about as much as you want, of course, being hindered by this piece right here. He does have, I want to say his waist is on a ball peg, so you can move him back about that much, forward about that much, and of course he does turn really well. Foot goes out about that much, not as much as I want it to, doesn't really go back at all. They go out about that much, and of course they are on a drop down method, but because of how small this piece in here is, it doesn't really go down all that much. There is a swivel built in there which works a little bit, but I mean, it's almost pointless because you can't really do much with his legs. Now, he does have double jointed knees. That's one thing I'm happy about. His foot goes down about that much, up about that much, and he does have a bit of an ankle rocker, so that's one good thing. His tail can move around just the same way as the SH figure arts. That's one thing I dig. You can move it back and forth all around, and of course there's a swivel right there. So articulation wise, decent enough, if I'd have to say so. You can definitely get this guy in more poses than you can most of the Dragon Stars figures. Now, for accessories, here's where things get good, because you guys know Dragon Stars come with a lot, and I'm not going to move this guy simply because he's pretty difficult to stand, but he comes with a pair of fist hands. Of course, every Dragon Ball Z figure needs those. He comes with a pair of slightly open hands, which I call these the gripping hands, and I mean, they look okay, but they're kind of sloppy. I'm not even gonna lie. The paintwork on them is nice, but something about the way it was molded just looks really sloppy. And of course, he comes with his Death Beam hand, which we need that, and I guess you can say it's for his Death Ball as well. Happy about that, and I'm gonna consider this an accessory because of the fact that you can take it off. So yeah, he comes with his tail. Of course, Frieza needs this. And last but not least, the main thing that I'm excited about, that beautiful thick KO leg. I'm so close to putting this together, and I'm just trying to wait until I review all the figures to do so. But man, I am happy about this. Now that's pretty much all you get for accessories. Moving right along to some size comparisons. Now for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Blue Goku on the custom Super Saiyan 3 body, and of course the SH Figure Arts custom Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Now as you guys can see, Frieza stands taller than both of these guys, so that should pretty much let you guys know what to expect in terms of posing him with SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z figures. Next up here, he's standing next to the SH Figure Arts Lord Beerus, and of course the SH Figure Arts Resurrection F Frieza. And as you guys can see, there is a very noticeable height difference between the two Friezas. Lastly, here he is standing next to the Dragon Stars Jiren, and of course a Marvel Legends Bullseye. And as you guys know, he's still a little too tall. Frieza should not stand this tall compared to Jiren, but I'm pretty sure size accuracy is not something they're going for with the Dragon Stars line. Now my final thoughts on this Frieza are that if you don't have the SH Figure Arts and you have no plans on buying it, you definitely need this guy. For 20 bucks, you really can't get any better. For the most part, the articulation is decent, but everything else, it looks like the SH Figure Arts. The face is perfect. The head is definitely not as big as the first one. Thank goodness for that. I hated that. Honestly, I might even keep this figure. I'm not even gonna lie, because it works well. I really think I could get some cool poses out of this guy. I think the fun factor is there. The paintwork looks nice. It's got that nice metallic to it, as you guys can see. Like, honestly, it looks exactly like the SH Figure Arts in terms of paint and almost sculpt. I just wish he was a little smaller. That's the only gripe I have. And of course the feet, but oh man, we're not even gonna talk about those. They look worse in person. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. But like I said, the rest of this figure it's damn near perfect. So I do highly recommend this figure. If you are looking for a golden Frieza and you just don't want that SH Figure Arts, you don't want to pay 60-70 bucks, go pick this guy up for 20 bucks. I can't stress that enough. This is a good replacement figure. I'm being real with you guys. So that's my review of it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and follow me on everything you see listed in the description below for more content. As always, Animated Heroes out. Peace.